What's going on YouTube? In this video we got one of the most, if not the most broken play in Madden 23 right now. The play we're talking about is gun empty base flex mid high low. And for those of you that try to say the plays aren't working, or you don't have enough time to get the ball off, or it only works against bad teams, I added a few more clips in the intro using different teams against different users in real head-to-head games to show you that I'm getting the play off, it's working, we're getting one play touchdowns. I could sit there and put y'all in a 5-minute intro of me using the same play over and over again, but that's just gonna get boring and pointless. And on top of that, if I am spamming the play in a head-to-head game, I always send a friendly quit, especially if I'm winning, because it's just for testing purposes. I'm not out there trying to really beat people using one play over and over again. I always send out the friendly quit. So we got that out the way. So like I said, we're gonna jump into the practice field, show y'all how this play can beat damn near every defense out there. I'm gonna show y'all the primary cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, but it will beat your cover 4 palms, your cover 6s, cover 9s. I promise you this play is going to give people headaches left and right. So let's go ahead and jump into the practice field and show y'all how we set this play up. All right, the first defense we're going to be going against is going to be a cover 3 sky. Couple things: the hash mark. If you're on the left hash mark, you want your 2 receivers to the left. If you're on the right hash mark, you want your 2 receivers to the right. That's going to be the same across all defenses you're going against. It doesn't matter. You're going to make sure that you have the play set up like this. And then another thing, you want your fastest guy at the Y position, and then your best or second best receiver, if he's not the fastest, at the RB position. Everybody else is kind of a filler, but those are the two most important ones. So the way you set this play up is you're going to go ahead and motion over X, put him on a streak. You have options. You could keep him on the route he's on, which I really do like that route, because it keeps the user, true to that middle of the field. He's gonna have to, be there to stop that. It won't be no big play downfield, but it will be positive yards every single time. If you know it's man coverage, put him on a zig route, put him on a slant. Basically any route you put this guy on, he's gonna have a good chance of beating man coverage. But for the most part, I like to keep him on a drag, because I like to keep that high-low read between him and RB. RB, you're gonna leave him on that post route. It gets open almost as much as Y. And then B, you can do basically whatever you want with B. But we're gonna be focusing on Y. That's gonna be the one play touchdown. Real quick, a few tips on how to block the D-line a little bit better. Now, you're going to have to read it depending on the defense that they come out in, but if you see something like this with 4 down linemen, you can see these 3 guys right here a little bit closer to each other. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and double team that guy on the island out there, and then I'm going to slide shift my O-line to block to the left. So I'm spreading out my O-line evenly. I know my 2 guys, my right guard and my right tackle, are going to go double team that one guy we marked. And then the other 3 are going to make sure that they get the guys on the left side, just in case they do like a huge outside blitz to the left. And yes, I know you got to account for if they send a DB at you. That's just something you're going to have to adjust to as you're playing the game. But let's go ahead and get this play going for y'all. I don't want to do too much talking, but you can see how easily we get past Jalen Ramsey, the best cornerback in the game. Yes, there's a speed difference there, but even if the speed was even, you can still get this play off. But yes, I highly recommend getting a burner and using a burner and put them in that position just to make sure you get past them. But you can see just how easy it is. And once you get basically hip to hip with Jalen Ramsey, that's when you're going to go ahead and lead the ball. You can see what I'm talking about. Look how he's backpedaling. Once we catch up to him, that's when I'm throwing the ball, and I'm getting over his head every single time. This is against cover 3. We're going to jump into cover 4 and show y'all we get the same results. All right, now we're going to be going against a cover 4 drop. Same setup, motion over X, put them on a streak. You have options, put them on drag route, zig route, whatever you want to do. Same thing with B. RB, keep him on the route he's on. Now, normally when they're in a cover 4 drop, they're not sending too many guys, but just go ahead and double team who you need to double team. In this situation, Aaron Donald's going to give me hell because he's going to be in the middle, and if he gets one-on-one, he most likely will break free. So we're going to go ahead and double team him, and then I'm going to go ahead and ID this guy over here and then slide shift to the left. I'm just trying to spread my O-line as best as possible, and then we're going to get the same results. The cornerback on that side, Jalen Ramsey, he's going to backpedal just like he did in cover 3 sky, and once we basically get hip to hip with him again, we're throwing it over the top. We got the speed to get past them. Almost a one play touchdown right there. You're gonna get the same results every single time. It doesn't matter if they back their guys up. I think there's a clip or 2 in the intro where you see somebody in cover 4 and they actually they back up, they back their DBs up, and we still get the same results because he's gonna keep backpedaling until you catch up to him, and that's what kind of messes him up. He takes too long to switch his hips, and once we pass him or get even with him, that's when we throw the ball over the top. It's gonna work the same, I promise you, even if we had the same speed out there as somebody as Jalen Ramsey, because of the fact that he's backing up the way he is. We'll run it one more time and then we'll jump into some cover 2. Like I said though, just pay attention to the personnel on the field. If they got an X factor that's gonna get to the quarterback and give you hell, just work away, work around, you know, double team, mark who you need to mark, slide shift the way you need to slide shift, just to give yourself that more time, because this Madden is difficult to get time. You can see right there, right over his head, got it to, we turned it into a 1-play touchdown right there. So let's jump into cover 2 and see the results we get in cover 2. All right, now we got cover 2 out there on the field. You can set this play up like we have been against every other defense out there. There is another way to set up against cover 2 to get better results, but to begin with, we're going to start off setting it up the same way we've been setting it up. We're going to go ahead and set up the O-line to make sure we get the best results blocking, and you can still hit Y. You can hit X on an inside shoulder throw, or you can hit Y to the outside still. You're going to basically make that safety decide which way he wants to go, but for the most part, Y is going to get open downfield. You just have to be a little patient and then make sure you get that ball all the way to the sideline. You can see right there. Now, against cover 2, speed does help a little bit more than against cover 3 and cover 4. And if you don't have somebody faster than their safety, which most of the time, or you want to make sure they're even or faster. Most of the time, if it's head-to-head, your receiver is going to be faster than the safety out there, even if they put a cornerback at safety. But another way you can run this play is you can put X on a streak, A on a streak, and then RB on a drag route. 4 verticals is actually really nasty in Madden 23 because the ball control you have when you throw the ball with that left trigger. Now here, you can go ahead and actually hit A in the middle of the field right here. You just got to lead in. I would user catch it. I would click on, press B, and then hold Y or A to catch it to make sure you get that possession catch. Or if you need to come up to the ball, like I just did right there with Y, and go up for the ball like that. I forgot what you call that. Is it aggressive catch? I couldn't think of it right there. But if you have that burner, let's go ahead and set the O-line up real quick, make sure we get the best blocks. If you have that burner at Y, just go ahead and try to hit Y to that outside shoulder. You get a little bit of time, and then just, there you go, you got the bomb over top. Nice little easy 1-play touchdown right there. But like I said, against cover 2, I really recommend doing it with the burner. If not, you know, try to hit that inside shoulder with the tight end or X. I think you can even run it like this, where if you put A on a drag, let's try it out real quick. I'm not too sure. It's doing that glitch again. Come on. I think you can run it like this, and I think the post route gets open. I'm not too sure, but let's try it real quick for y'all. Yeah, I want to say no. Yeah, I wouldn't run it like that. I wouldn't try to do the post route option against cover 2. The cover 2 actually does take that post route away. So just to be safe, run it like this: motion over X, put A on a streak, put RB on a drag route. RB is just basically your check down, and it keeps the user, you know, true to the middle and stay down low so you can get A or X open. I don't even know. We didn't even see if B gets open. B might get open. He did get pressed a little bit. Yeah, you can actually hit B too. You just gotta let him get past that cornerback. On top of that, that is, I think, like the second or third best cornerback in the game right there, Alexander from the Packers. So we're not going against no scrubs out here. That's basically going to be it for this video. This will work against cover 6, cover 9, cover 4 palms. You'll get that same result with Y. He just basically beats everybody downfield, especially if you have that burner. And there is a bunch of burners in Madden 23. You have options, and you don't need a quarterback with that much throwing power. As you can see in the intro, I did it with the Dolphins. I think Tua has like 89. Correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say he has like 89 throwing power, and I was able to still get it done. I think Jared Goff, I think he has like 89 throwing power. You don't necessarily need the throwing power, but you will need that left trigger. The left trigger really helps you get that ball off to the sideline, that outside shoulder throw that you need to get. But with that being said, though, man, you know, if these plays are working for you, I know some of y'all saying that it's not. If you're struggling, you need to go to the practice field and actually practice the play. Don't just see the play. Go to a head-to-head game and try it in a head-to-head without understanding the play. Really try it. Really learn the play. And if y'all are still struggling with something, let me know in the comments down below. I am working on a defensive scheme for y'all, but we're trying to push out these money plays to help y'all get those touchdowns. But with all that being said, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it.